Hello and welcome to WWDC 2016. We now have 2 million apps on the App Store, and we'd like to get started with watchOS.
We've made optimizations across the entire system, including a serious acceleration in app launch time. You can just press the side button below the crown to show what we call the dock. You can choose which apps go here, and you can quickly scroll through them. With Scribble, you have a new way to respond just by writing what you like on the screen, and you can just quickly draw the letters for your message right there, like writing something like Starbucks. Mini is coming to the watch now. And we're adding a new watch face specifically for that called Activity. So it's a great, beautiful way to see your rings throughout the day. So you might be having a medical emergency, for example, or a safety situation. And we're going to be able to help with that with SOS on the watch, and we're going to make it easy to call for help. To activate it, you just press and hold the side button. It's going to count down to let you know it's calling 911. And then you're going to be on a live call with emergency services right on your watch.
So with watchOS, we're introducing activity sharing. And it couldn't be simpler. All you have to do is swipe to the right of your own activity rings, and there you will see your selected family and friends rings as well. That you can communicate directly with the people that you're sharing activity with right in the Activity app through messages.
Let's talk about tvOS and Apple TV. We're making a new version of the remote app. This is what it looks like. It's got a beautiful now playing screen with playback controls, but most importantly, all the features of the Siri remote. You have touch for navigation, Siri to give it commands, and it uses the accelerometer and gyroscope to play games. Well, we've got a great new feature called Live Tune-In. And all you have to do, watch ESPN2. Taken straight to the action. Go! This is already working with a lot of great channels, and we're making Live Tune-In available on both your iPad and Apple TV as well, with a feature we call Single Sign-On. You sign in once on your Apple TV, and you get access to all of your network apps. And we make it even better. A page on the App Store will show you all of the apps that you now have access to. And of course, we're bringing this to iOS as well.
The name of the world's most advanced desktop operating system is now macOS. Our latest, newest OS X is macOS Sierra. For many of us, we already have a device securely authenticated to our wrists that already knows who we are and could tell our Mac. And so then, when we opened our Mac, it could be a little bit more like this. Copy and paste is so fundamental to the way that we use our Macs for so many years now. But what if when you were on even your iPhone and you found some text and you just went to copy it, that when you then went to your Mac, well, you could just paste it right in. And now you can. With images, video, everything, it's completely automatic. So let's make our desktop available on our other Macs as well, and have those files be available to us on the go on our iPhones. Now you can. We're bringing Apple Pay to the web. So now, when you're shopping online, you'll have a Pay with Apple Pay button available to you.
Hi, it's me. It sure is great to be on the Mac. How about a demo?
That's right. Siri is coming to the Mac. Show the files I worked on last week about the offsite.
Have I ever told you your filing is so stylin'?
Search the web for pictures of falconry.
Here are some images of falconry I found on the web.
I can actually use Siri to message my friend. Tell Ken, maybe we should just see a movie.
Here's your message. Ready to send it?
You bet. Now, I'm pleased to introduce iOS 10. Raise to wake, and it lets you see what's on your lock screen without ever touching a button. Let me show it to you now. I just raise my wrist, and my phone wakes up just like that. Now, we've made it easier than ever to get at your camera from the lock screen. So I can just slide over from the right, and there's my camera. And we've made it easier than ever to get at your widgets. Just slide over the other way. You can see I have my weather, I have my calendar, I get my news, top stories. And you notice these widgets have the ability for me to get more information. There's so many things that you can ask Siri. But now in iOS 10, Siri's going to be able to do so much more because we're opening up Siri to developers. Now you'll be able to ask Siri things like, send a WeChat to Nancy saying I'll be 5 minutes late, And Siri can summon up the WeChat UI right inside of the Siri environment. And so now we support messaging with apps like Slack and WhatsApp, and of course WeChat. You can do things like ride booking in Siri with services like Uber, Lyft, and Didi in China. Photo search in apps like IM, Shutterfly, and Pinterest. And you can pause, and stop your workouts. So now we're using advanced artificial intelligence to analyze across your entire photo library, all done locally on device, to cluster together photos and relate them based on location, the people involved, the scenes, and out of this be able to surface memories that would be most relevant to you at any given moment. But most important, we pull these together into an intuitive user interface that makes these so engaging. We all take so many pictures and movies, and we never go back to actually assemble them into something we'd want to watch. But now our iPhone can do that for us automatically. Let's see what the iPhone has created for this memory.
Let's get started with Maps. For iOS 10, we've got an all-new design for Maps. It starts with making it easy to access controls and details on locations. And we're making Maps do more for you in advance. It's more proactive. Now, we're applying all of these new designs to navigation as well. So you get more information, it makes it easier to follow and control, and we even include traffic en route. And of course, we're making this available on CarPlay. And if there's a lot of traffic ahead, Maps will proactively give you alternate routes and tell you how much time it'll save. So today, we've got an all-new Apple Music redesigned from the ground up.
For You. I love For You. It's my favorite part of Apple Music. And you know why? Because it's all about me. Yes, that's correct. So now you'll see that at the top of For You, there's a discovery mix. Now this contains the songs that have been picked just for me, so I can discover new artists and new music.
Let's talk about news. We've taken all of the stories in For You and broken them up into clear sections, which makes them easier to follow. And news is even smart enough to create new topics for you based on what you read.
We're building on the Homekit framework with a great new app we call Home. It's right on your iOS home screen. If in the morning you say good morning to Siri, well, Siri can automatically get your home all ready for you for the day. And you can also control your accessories without launching an app at all, because HomeKit is actually built right into Control Center. Swipe up Control Center, you can swipe over to see your home control. So now you can actually get voicemail transcription of your incoming calls, so you can see what it's about without having to listen. Well, now in iOS 10, we have a great new VoIP API that means your experience for incoming calls instead can be like this. Next, number 10, and this one's a doozy. It's messages. Now we have rich links. So when you share links, you get artwork from the website, extracted titles. It's really great. And it's especially awesome when you get shared with things like video, because they can play right in line. And we've made the camera better than ever in messages. Now when you bring up the camera, you immediately see what's right in front of your camera. Like someone in marketing thought that's what someone sees when they bring up with their camera. And you could also slide over and see your family. It's such an incongruous set of images. Now, people really love emoji, and now we've made them 3 times bigger. And when you tap on the emoji button, we'll highlight all the emojifiable words there, and you can just tap, 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 and emojify. Now, we have bubble effects. So if you want to say it loud, you can say it loud. Sometimes you want to get across something personal. And invisible ink gives you the way to do that. And so now we support handwritten messages. Think handwriting bubbles. And you see when it comes across, the care there is the ink just settles in to the transcript. And sometimes what you say really deserves using the whole screen. So now messages can do that as well. In every feature that we do, we carefully consider how to protect your privacy. With apps like FaceTime and Messages and HomeKit, We make sure to use end-to-end encryption by default and always to protect your communication. And when it comes to performing advanced deep learning and artificial intelligence analysis of your data, we're doing it on device using the incredible power of the silicon on your iPhone and your Mac, keeping your personal data under your control.
Thank you very much and have a fantastic week.